It's a little scary knowing that this is a gated community, and they're saying a bunch of different stories. There could have been a guy in there barricading himself in, or it could have just, been anything. So there's really no telling. It's kind of scary.
A southwest Bakersfield neighborhood in shock as a home goes up in flames, but it's what police are saying may have happened before that fire that has people shaken up. Thanks for choosing us here on 23 ABC News at 5. I'm Tim Callahan.
And I'm Mike Hart. That normally quiet neighborhood swarming with fire and law enforcement today after a woman was attacked and a house set on fire. We
want to go out to 23 ABC's Mark Christian. He's live on Tungsten Street in southwest Bakersfield with the latest on this bizarre and shocking crime. Mark, good evening.
Well, Mike and Tim, what began as an alleged rape quickly sparked into a house fire. And now, hours later, as this home sits smoldering, officers are still trying to determine if the person wanted for questioning in this case may be dead inside that home. The smoke could be seen from miles around. Just before 11 o'clock this morning, firefighters were about to go into the home on Tungsten Street before hearing nearly 20 gunshots ring out from inside the home. A home that neighbors say 3 people lived together.
Roommate, a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and the roommate had tied her up after he had raped her and tied her up and poured gasoline on her.
Police say the woman who was raped was able to escape from the home. Neighbors say just barely with her life as she was seen running down the street.
Somebody had saw her and she was screaming, "Help me, help me." And she had gas all over her body.
Now, at this point, police and fire are trying to determine if that roommate, 22-year-old Adrian Hernandez, is still inside the home, but are not able to because it is structurally unsound. Now, Hernandez is wanted for questioning in the rape case, but has a felony warrant for burglary and probation violations. Now, here earlier, you can see law enforcement with their guns drawn, breaking a window to try to make access into the home.
After the fire died down, they all drew out their guns, started breaking in through the windows to make sure nobody was there. And then they went through the back, opened up that back door, said it was clear, and then he came out and gave the thumbs up. So I assume nobody's in there, but there's no telling.
In the meantime, residents say this is a quiet neighborhood, and they're still in shock.
This is bizarre. This is something that just doesn't happen in this area.
Now, other residents say everything seemed normal with the people living in the home, including the roommate.
But they were really nice. They were really sweet. They were just like, hey, what's up? Would ask how we're doing, how our day was and everything, and then go back inside,
Now, within the last hour we were here, we saw a search and rescue dog or maybe a cadaver dog going into the home, but no word yet if they had found anybody. The police department says it might be several days before they get the latest on that information. And as far as the victim in this case, she was transported to the Bakersfield Police Department and then to the local sexual assault center for treatment and the investigation. Back to you, Tim.
Live for us tonight, Mark. Thanks. Fire crews were called